What's up, folks? Welcome along to HowlingMines. It's very nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Today's YouTube video is basically covering our attempt at the Mythic Invitational Qualifier for the Zendikar Rising Championships. We were lucky enough to qualify for that a couple months ago after making top 200 Mythic with Red-White Blade back when that deck was a house in Standard. So we've been getting our reps in with Historic. Came to the decision to play Rakdos Sacrifice, the deck list of which is available in the description and also on my Stream Decker if you fancy finding it there as well. You can find out how it went for us by checking out this video here. Have a look at the highlights, see how our games played out, and let me know what you think. If you want more content, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. There'll be plenty of stream highlights being posted here. Alternatively, you can check out my social media and the Twitch stream itself in the description box below. I do stream 5 times a week and would love to see some more of you popping by for that. So enjoy the content, guys. Have a good one. Let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Enjoy the games. Oh, I just love the fact that there's a 5-minute delay on and I've only just realised I was still muted. Sorry about that, folks. Whoopsie daisy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh man, technology's great. Pretty sure we got to mull this one. Doesn't do anything. Hand is slightly better. Pretty sure I'm going to put away Airway Strider here. Being able to refuel off the mulligan and draw cards with Midnight Reaper seems pretty good. Don't you just love muting yourself? Guess I'll have to do a new intro for the YouTube. It'll be fun. Which is Oven on turn 1 here, pretty intuitive obviously. Not going to worry about it too much. So Goth Triome, so probably Sultai. Obviously want to draw land 3 in a pretty punctual manner here. Opponent Growth Spirals. Okay, going to sack to the Oven and bring back the cat because it is attacking this turn. It's not land 3, it is castable at least. Opponent finds an Uro. We do trigger Blood Artist off this Uro, but our opponent still goes up in life. Need to find our third mana source here. Opponent's just hitting all the land drops, so they are certainly fine as things stand. There it is. I think I prefer Midnight Reaper to start. Give me some more options, hit my land drops, that kind of thing. Half expecting Nissa here as well some of the time. Languish. Okay. Well, pretty glad that I played the Midnight Reaper out now, that's for sure. This is again attacking, so I'm happy to bring it back. Frenzy's a reasonable pickup here. Opponent's on 3 cards, working towards their Uro. Don't really want to waste these claims. I'm just kind of on the fence as to whether I'm supposed to Butcher or Strider. Part of me thinks I'm just supposed to Butcher. think that's what I'm going to do. think this is the more aggressively started line. This butcher gets worse the longer I wait. There's the Nissa. Okay, no land drop is good for us. It's an Ether Gust. Ether Gust would be quite annoying. Mayhem Devil is an interesting one. Let's lead on playing the firstborn. Opponent does try to gust. I'll sack the butcher in response. Am I killing Nissa or just going upstairs? 2 upstairs, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's just going upstairs. Well, I can kill Nissa is the thing. Okay. Alright. That might be greedy. And then to the side, Stride always sack the breeding pool. I don't want this. Hoping I don't live to regret that, but my opponent's really incentivized just to Uro here. And if they Uro, we win. Okay. Assuming my opponent doesn't find a land off of this and doesn't have one already, this should do it. Okay, tap land is fine as well. Okay, think we have this. Steal this. Cast Mayhem Devil. Alright, cool. Taking game 1. Taking game 1. Sultai, Sultai, Sultai. Okay. Thanks for the kind words, lady. I appreciate that. Obviously, I don't realise if you know that I'm on delay, but I really, really appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. Don't think I want Craymaker. I think this is enough ways to handle Cage specifically in this matchup. Okay. On the draw, I want to get rid of these Dreadhorde Butchers. I think I'm cutting a priest. Okay. Oh my god, why am I so tired? Just take game 2 and have a nice, clean, easy start to this stream. That'd be great. Okay. This hand is kind of slow, which is a little bit concerning, but I do think it's a keep. Do get thought seized. It's part of the reason why I think it's a keep, honestly, is that although it might be a bit slow, it is definitely functional, and my opponent is a thought seized deck. So there is definitely consideration for taking mulligans, as they are extremely painful. Another Cauldron Familiar is interesting. Opponent's going to know the entire contents of my hand still, but looks like they're missing green mana. Would love to find ourselves drawing like a Devil or a Strider here, or a Witch's Oven. Experimental Frenzy would also be pretty solid. They do have the green. There's the Euro. Okay. Plenty of basics for my opponent, that's for sure. That is indeed a Woe Strider. That's a good draw. Good draw. Two cards in the grave currently. Knocking my Lightning over. Cry of the Canarium is a really sick one. Okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Nope. I don't think that's good enough either. No, it's definitely not good enough. Alright, gonna need a lot of help now. That is a lot of valuable permanents being exiled. Oh, that is a Thoughtseize. Opponent makes a 0/0 shark. Nice. Well, they are on for bringing Uro back here, which is obviously something we have in check, but we're kind of the one that needs to find action. Opponent now gets to do it this turn, which is pretty painful. I don't think we can risk claiming it, given that we don't have a sack outlet. I guess we could claim it to find gas, and then bedevil it anyway. I think that might be worthwhile. That's even better. Paid off for waiting. Paid off for waiting. Alright, Frenzy's going to be good moving forward, assuming it stays in our hand. Looks like it does. Devil Bedevil, I think, is better. Gets Essence Scattered, okay. Opponent back to 3 cards in the bin, yeah. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. No, I appreciate that very, very much, lady. The kind words mean a lot. I will do my best to bust my ass for you. Oh god, does that doesn't bring the array back, so I guess we're doing it. Yikes. Why?
Please. Fails to find. No target for claiming the firstborn. That's obviously perfect. Opponent finds Castle Lock Thwain. Okay. Casanuro. Land. God damn it, man. This frenzy's not been great so far, that's for sure. This is becoming a bit problematic. I don't think I'm in pop frenzy territory just yet. Oh, Jesus. Wow, good God. This frenzy has been unkind. Can I afford to wait? I don't think I can. Just don't think I can wait. Shouldn't have used the auto tapper there. I take an extra damage now. That might have been a mistake. Opponent is also flooding, but that's better for them than it is for me. Well, I'm kind of glad that I popped the frenzy now, because it would have been even worse if I hadn't. Currently a certified landlord. Is that a huge Crassus? So it looks like a huge Crassus. 9, 10, no. This game's been rough. Nine power Crassus. Not quite big enough to steal this game by itself. Take a draw step, but I think that probably ends up being game ending. This is the problem, right? If we both flood, my opponent wins. They have all the X spells in the deck. I don't. They do find a graphic as cage as well. I guess my opponent makes a really big shark main phase, and maybe I get to steal the game. But we're in trouble here. Just super flooded. So you make a 5/5 shark or more, I might be able to steal this. Okay, well I can't wait anymore to try and get cheeky, so I'm not going to. Eliminates their own Crassus, sure. I feel like this is probably going to be too many small sharks now. Cage obviously keeping your own check, but yeah, 13 lands is a bit too many for this deck. Just a bit too many. Not seeing a reasonable way out of this. Okay. Game 3 it is. Just, try to be less of a certified landlord. That would be ideal. Did see the Graph Digger's Cage. I think I prefer having the Butchers on the draw, on the play anyway. Okay. Combination of lands and spells, please. That would be great. Opponent taking their time to sideboard. It's more than fine. Give it some thought. Good chance they're in a real sweat match too, so, you know. It's interesting. I do think this is a keep. It's a little dodgy, but pretty sure you keep this one. red source. Phyrexian Tower is a good draw. Let's try and get a butcher going. Hoping to fade an early eliminate here. No dice. Another Thoughtseize. Okay, well. I do think I'm better off extending a threat before I Thoughtseize. And I think I'd rather play the Devil, mainly because it's better in the face of Cry of the Canarium. Also triggers off of Uro here, which is a play that my opponent has a lot of the time as well. It's just worse in the face of spot removal. Land go. I think I'm going to attack before I do anything else. Makes a 1/1 shark. Sure. I think my opponent's missing lands, and I think I need information. Heck yeah, they're missing lands. Oh boy, are they missing lands. Right, let's get rid of this. Can't do that. Okay. Choosing to keep chump blocking the Devil here with sharks, which makes a reasonable amount of sense, to be honest. It actually saves you more life in the long run. It just means that obviously if he misses his land, it's really unfortunate. Chooses to Ether Gust. It's interesting. Okay, gotta decline this action. Opponent finding their lands. Yeah, they can Uro next turn, I assume, if they have... No, they actually can't currently. No Uro at second. I think I just take away the Crassus, honestly. Encourages my opponent to spend next turn Uroing. And if they do that, then I get to claim it and sack it to a Strider. I don't like how my opponent continues to hover over my permanents like this. It's mildly concerning. I would much rather you didn't do that. It's a good draw. not bad either. We keep that in the chamber for now. Bring back a Strider from the bin. And again, just get ourselves to a position where we can deal with Uro, should my opponent choose to bring it back this turn. Elder Gargaroth, yes. Well, we do get to blow you up, thankfully. Well, that one could have been a little sticky. As much as my opponent missing lands has actually been okay for us, it's kind of terrifying because it means they are still drawing spells. It's getting hard to keep beating spells, that one included. Yeah. Alright, gonna look for a good draw here, I think. It's not what I'm looking for. Also not what I'm looking for. Another Strider. Oh man. If I burn this claim, I'm like so soft to Uro. But I have to kill this Nissa, right? Like, there's just no way I win a game where I don't kill it. Yep. Okay. Kind of want to leave this on top, I think. No worries, Barman. Hopefully you're okay. I'm on a 5-minute delay right now, so I've only just seen your message, but hopefully in 5 minutes you'll know that I hope you're alright. Opponent drawing that Fable Passage is actually pretty sick. Oh, play the land off the top, not the land. It's been a lot of that today. Okay, well, I don't really have a choice. Put the land in. Make 2 black by sacking this. Off you go. These frenzies have been trash. Like, we've just had really bad frenzies every time we've cast them, which is super unfortunate. Languish is pretty good. Languish is pretty good. Hey Spiritual, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully things are okay with you. Yeah, expected basically nothing less than this. One, two, three, four. Why can't I quite squeak this out? I think all of us are quite excited for the 17th. That is really good. I think I have to scry. Midnight Reaper. Sure. Oh man. Cannot quite squeeze it out. Oh, hopefully you're okay, dude. Hopefully you're all okay. Thanks for stopping by today. Opponent's just drawing a little bit too well here. What? Oh, am I not in my main phase? Okay. Arena, man. Arena, why are you like this? Just can't quite wiggle out of this. This Uro's just been a pain in the ass, and I've not been able to take it down. The eliminate on the Strider was just huge. Just absolutely huge. That Grafdigger's cage is also pretty big. Just slipping away from us here. Locking these Woe Striders in the bin was a pretty big deal. I don't think this actually matters, but just in case it does. Pretty sure that's game over. Can't even get in with the shark here because the other shark blocks it. So I guess would have loved to see this claim a little bit earlier, but rough match. Rough match to start. Alright, well, just get the losses out of the way early, huh? Got a little bit too much light on my head today. I know I rushed in after work, but just a bit too much light. Keep glitching out. Try and take match 2 instead, shall we? Opponent also on Gigantha, so likely the Mirror or Jund. Hand is fine. Don't tend to mulligan much in this matchup due to the presence of Thoughtseize. Kitty cat, off you go. That is a good draw. Very good draw. Could still be the Mirror, could still be Jund, hard to tell. Jund it is. Back comes the kitty cat. Devil, obviously the most important card in the matchup, so having two of them, kind of relevant. I can't force the kill on the Devil this turn, so I'm not going to. If I leave it in the bin, I can force it next turn, right? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Devil number 2. Triggers. Point. Opponent points 1 trigger at me. Or one of the devils, but they shouldn't do that. There they go. They know what's going on. Bring back Cauldron Familiar. Concedes. Turns out Mayhem Devil, the most important card in this matchup. Right, let's pull up the Jund sideboard real quick. Make sure that I know exactly what's going on. And that I'm not mistaken about how they're likely to sideboard against me. Scavenging Ooze. They'll probably bring in Korvold. Maybe Vraskar. So I definitely want these for Korvold. Do I want Leyline in the Void in this matchup? I think when they start bringing in Korvold, it gets too fishy. I want to fizzle their claims. Fizzling their claims seems good. Blowing up their ovens seems fantastic. Expecting Rex Sage. This is 4 Butcher out. I want to try and not be quite as graveyard reliant. I'm a bit better than most of the lists. But I don't want to get caught. I guess I can be caught out in this matchup because I don't actually interact with the graveyard as much as anybody else does. Guess I'm cutting Priests. Try that. Again, hand has a Mayhem Devil in it. It's not going anywhere. It's definitely a keep. Drawing a second oven is also pretty good. Oven. Gotta hope our opponent doesn't have a Devil or this starts getting fruity. That is indeed a Mayhem Devil. That is a 3rd Witch's Oven. Gonna get this Devil in play. Need to contest my opponent's Devil. At least I think that's how this goes. Midnight Reaper. Yep. Interesting. See where my opponent points this trigger. It's going to inform where my trigger's going moving forward. Just going at my face. It is. So this goes here. And now they can't kill my devil, which is the important part. Frenzy. Right, well, we'll attack first because it's definitely happening. And I guess the question is, will I trade devil for devil in this spot? Probably not. Another Midnight Reaper. Okay. Well, Blood Artist starts turning the tables here pretty quick. Another Frenzy is not what I'm looking for. I think I trade devil for devil now. Start seeing where these shots go. Opponent trying to figure out where the triggers are going as well, somewhat unsurprisingly. Goes at my face. Strange. Not sure I agree with that. The devils are indeed going down. I cannot stop them from doing so. A Braid's an interesting draw here. What does that do? So if I braid this Midnight Reaper, he sacks it, the trigger pings my Midnight Reaper, and my trigger pings his devil, but my devil survives. I think I like that. As opposed to killing the oven. Yep. Combat. Swing. Go. Cauldron of Familiar, you got it. I'm the one with the devil right now, so Priest is fine. So this should come back. And then I'm supposed to leave this in the graveyard in case I draw another devil. Essentially. Sweet, okay. 1 and 1. Tidying things up a bit. Speaking of tidying things up a bit, let's try and correct that camera just a smidge, because I do keep getting all glitchy from light today. So let me try and fix that for you real quick. That's a bit too much. Wearing blue was my mistake, but I came in from work, unfortunately, so we'll have to deal with it. We'll have to deal with it. Okay, 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Up next. Howdy everyone who's stopping by the way. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. Thanks for checking out the stream today as we play the MIQ. Super appreciated. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Thanks for hanging out. Lure us to the Dream Den. So, Pyromancer or Auras, both of which this is a mulligan against. Well, I'll keep this on 6, but if it's Auras, we're in serious trouble. His hand isn't even that great against Pyromancer, but it's a keepable 6 at least. Opponent kept the 7. Okay. Let's spin the wheel. Fable Passage. That's way more likely to be Pyromancer, which we take. We definitely accept that. Don't think I've ever seen Auras play a Fable Passage, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Tychus, unfortunately the delay kind of sucks. I don't like doing it, but obviously for events like this, it's kind of a necessary evil. Young Peasy. Voice Rider's a good draw here, actually. I think I'm going to go with it because it lets me set up Claim the Firstborn next turn. Opponent may have missed a land drop. No, sending in the attack. Interesting. Willing to trade the Pyromancer off. I am not, honestly, because obviously I had this Claim the Firstborn. Also, I have a Mayhem Devil. So, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Would love to draw a red source here. Red source would be gorgeous. Red source. That is not a red source. Okay. Arcanist isn't scary yet, so I think I would rather do this. And then clear out this Pyromancer. Thoughtseize is not what I'm looking for here, I don't think. I actually think I bored them out in this matchup. So. Opponent having a Thoughtseize here could be quite painful. Having claimed the Firstborn here is kind of worse. Oh, dude. Dude. Talk about a punish for not claiming the Arcanist. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Even more so if opponent has a way of getting rid of the Strider itself. Which I'm assuming they do. But, what does that do? Nothing, I don't think. They have control of the devil before I get another ping, so... Claim, claim, claim. What messed up card? What? Excuse me? Okay. How do you not attack with the Arcanist? You just steal my devil and sack the devil to my own Strider. Kill the Blood Artist with the ping trigger. Okay. Well, I'd love to draw a land now. Land would be gorgeous. Perfect. I will decline, strangely. Deal. Okay. Opponent might have let us right back in the door. Claim back Arcanist, yes. Opponent playing like an absolute Munson and not getting remotely punished for it. So frustrating. I should sack my Blood Artist here. Means I might not be able to kill my Woe Strider. Oh, sure, you can just Spark Harvest the Strider. That makes sense. Yeah, got you. Okay. That is unfortunately a spell. These frenzies have been really unkind today. We really need some help in getting a good frenzy spinning. Because they have been absolutely dog so far today. Oven's a goodie. Second oven. Dreadhorde Butcher. A little scared of this Lurrus. I'm not going to get to cast this Mayhem Devil, unfortunately, so... If my opponent's clever, they keep it safe, is the problem. Because they cast Claim the Firstborn when they attack, and then they cast it post-combat. If they cast it pre-combat, I'm just going to shoot it down, obviously. Before my Butcher gets stolen. Because, of course, if my opponent goes for it and tries to claim the Butcher, I have to assume they have a way of sacking off the Butcher. So... They do Lurrus. Okay. See, it'd be interesting to see if they recast Young Pyromancer here. They do. Interesting. Blood Artist. Cauldron Familiar. Play a land. Claim the Firstborn. Lurrus. Okay, so I should have claimed the Firstborn Dreadhorde Arcanist so that I could claim Lurrus when I attacked. That was bad, don't do that. But otherwise we played that game just fine. Right, Lay Down in the Void, get in my deck. Village Rites, get in my deck. Legion's End in my deck. Kinda like a Braid as well. I want Thoughtseize out. Gigantha has to go. I think I like Experimental Frenzy in this matchup. I like Dreadhorde Butcher being gone entirely in this matchup because it's just kind of bad. And a couple of Blood Artists. That gets a bit more expensive this way, but I think it's fine. This hand is a little unexciting, but fine. Opponent is a Thoughtseize deck, so we really can't afford to take too many mulligans. Hand is in fact lands and spells, so you'll keep. Stitcher's Supplier, you got it. Priest is kind of cock awkward on a board like this. Perfect timing, Ley Line of the Void. Thank you. Exactly what I want to see. Another Stitcher's Supplier. Need this to miss on a relevant spell, really. That Thoughtseize is huge. See what they take. Nothing I can do to stop them, so. If you take the cat, I'm gonna scream. Don't do it. Do not take the Cauldron Familiar. They take the Ley Line. That's a lot of respect. That is a lot of respect. Don't think I need to pressure here. It's tempting to activate Priest, but if I can keep the Blood Artist alive, I definitely want to. Everything is safe from getting claimed at the minute, so. Just sit here and ping our opponent a little bit. Just to bedevil the Blood Artist. That is surprising. But sure. I could draw Mayhem Devil, so I'm going to leave this in the bin. I do, in fact, draw Dreadhorde, playing the first one for this Dreadhorde Arcanist, which is fantastic. So let's do a bit of that. Bring this back. Move to combat. Attack with this. Recast claim, steal one of these. What's poppin', my dude? Hopefully you're doing alright. I guess I can let him block, right? Doesn't actually matter. I'm sacking the Arcanist anyway, so 3 lands, cool. Means I actually get this mana in main phase 2, which is much better. Doesn't do anything, sadly, but you know, can't always. Sadly, when Leyline came in, I had to board out Gigantha, so can't even just put Gigantha in my hand, which would have been nice. Okay, let's try and keep the pressure on here. Need a good draw step, because opponent does have access to Lurrus. That is a good one. I'll take that. Absolutely. Deal. 2 and 1. Alright. 2 and 1 is where I like to be. I've apparently lost connection to the server. Was picked up, so that's fine. On to the next one. On to the next one. Red Ants, our opponent. Okay. Against Gigantha again, so Mirror or Jund. Both Thoughtseize decks. This hand is much worse on the draw. Like, much worse on the draw. Opponent's taking a mulligan. I do think this is a keep. I would much prefer to be on the play, obviously. But, I think this is better than my average 6 in this matchup. Of course, like a Mayhem Devil is just the card that I want to draw, always. But yeah. Okay. Well, the Butcher gets to swing uncontested, it would appear. Midnight Reaper. You got it, champ. Think I want to cast my own here. Makes this trade much more palatable. Almost certain that my opponent has a pile of Cocos though, so we kind of need to fade Mayhem Devils off of that. Well, if that's not a collected company, I don't know what is. They can just hit Lovestruck Beast, so if I'm making the decision to Thoughtseize, I should do it first. Make him cast Collected Company and see where I'm at. Alternatively, don't. Man, that's a good hand. I gotta take one of them. Gotta take one of them. In which case, the only safe play is Strider, right? How many hits does this deck play that don't trade for Mayhem Devil? Don't trade for Midnight Reaper, sorry. It's just the Lovestruck Beast. So, if the opponent hits the Lovestruck Beast, well, fuck us. But otherwise, I think attacking is correct. Yep. Jesus Christ, man. That's a pretty good. I'd like to draw some claims of my own, please. I just can't keep it safe, can I? Good God. Well. So how does this play out? You can't currently get rid of my Strider except for redirecting triggers at it. Based on the information that I know, I would rather not let you steal my Midnight Reaper as well. So, I'm going to sack this first. You're going to get 2 triggers. You're going to tell me what you want to aim them. At me. And then the same again. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. Very kind words. In 5 minutes. I'll take that. Good luck received. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's good enough. Opponent stacks the Strider, stacks the Fid. Alright, so, Jund, we agreed that we want village rights. We want the ways to kill creatures and cages. I want Frenzy. I don't think I actually want Frenzy. I think Frenzy's a trap. I think Frenzy is a trap. Big difference between 3-1 and 2-2 here, so let's pull this one out. Hand is a keep. We do have the Mayhem Devil that was never going anywhere. And once we're back on the draw, I'm probably switching these Butchers for Thoughtseizers again. Think on the draw you want Thoughtseize to be able to handle Collector Company and Mayhem Devil. I think on the play I actually want to be the aggressor. And trying to Thoughtseize my opponent is a mistake. See what our opponent has to say. They seem to be deep in the tank, that's for sure. quite the hard mulligan for them, it would seem. Okay, well, looks like they timed out on it and have to keep their hand whether they like it or not. Happy to get smashing here with Butcher as soon as we can. Will almost certainly be the turn 2 play. Hopefully opponent hasn't disconnected, otherwise this could be a bit messy. We do have the kind of hand that closes the door fairly quickly if opponent is disconnected. Jesus Christ, wow. What a time to disconnect. I mean, we'll take it, guys. It's not how I wanted to pick up these wins, but I'm not saying no. If you want to give me a buy, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. 3-1. Next. Mr. Minio. Okay. I will play first, thank you for asking. And this hand, I think, is a sheepish keep. In the dark with no information about what our opponent is playing. Breeding pool. Okay. Looks like Sultai then. I think we'll try to play slightly better into things that aren't eliminate. Nothing on turn 3 off of Growth Spiral is interesting. Kind of shocked. Keep Mayhem Devil. It's not perfect, but it's going to be pretty good moving forward. Opponent can make a 2/2 Shark. I guess if my goal is to play around 2/2 Shark, I will trade the Strider for it, but I would rather have Midnight Reaper in play first. This way, if my opponent trades their Shark for a Strider, chooses to eliminate instead, then I would have still had enough pressure in play to claim the firstborn and Nissa land and kill a Nissa, which I think is important. Eliminate Growth Spiral. Okay. Opponents are accelerating pretty well. Definitely accelerating pretty well. Shock, cast, Nissa. Yeah. Oh, bro. Can you not? That one's pretty good. They have to take claim the firstborn here. There's no way they take anything else. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well played by opponent. Well sequenced. I don't know whether they held the Thoughtseize or not, but even if they didn't, it's pretty good. Witch Doctor, 5 minutes from now, I will have tried to fix that. You'll have to bear with me a second, because I am on a delay today. And therefore, not able to immediately fix that. Okay, so Devil. See if my opponent trades for this Midnight Reaper. It's bugging out. Well, hopefully I can have that fixed sooner rather than later. It might be the delay, to be fair. It might very well be the delay. Might not be able to use Cardboard Life with the delay on. Hadn't thought about that, but yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, there's Cauldron Familiar. That's pretty good. When this piece of the stream eventually gets to you, by all means, let me know if the delay is what's causing the issue with Cardboard Live. I think I'm supposed to ignore Nissa here. Go on, champ. What are you thinking about? I think realistically the way we win this game is go face, hope opponent doesn't have a row. So that's what I'm doing. Makes other Mayhem Devils and other Mayhem Devils and Blood Artists better draws, but apparently opponent has it all. That one's a little frustrating. Go on, give me some justice. Just let me Ripper claim the first pawn. Just let me claim the first pawn right off the top of the library. That's all I ask. Not for a lot, just to claim. Claim would be great. That is not a claim the firstborn. Well, this game just got much harder. Much harder. Another oven. I don't actually think this helps me. And again, the cat's not attacking, so I'm better off leaving it in the graveyard. Gotta lose the cat to do that. And this just ults this turn if my opponent wants. Shit. Alright. Sack the Strider away, make a food. Bring back a Strider. Leave the cat in the bin. Don't think anything stays on top that isn't Claim or Frenzy at this exact moment in time. It's got to be one of the two. Opponent does ultimate to the Nissa. Well, that means there's less 3/3s coming at me. Unless, of course, they have another one, which makes a lot of sense if they are floating 5 non-forest mana beforehand. Yep. Yeah. Right. Opponent back at 17. This card is just an absolute piece of garbage. Like, just makes me so sad. It's not a Claim or a Frenzy. That is not a lot of help either. I think that's good enough for me to call it. Okay, let's try and take game number 2 and game number 3 then, shall we? That is very much the plan. Very much the plan. Alright, Sultai. Okay, let's try and take games 2 and game 3. Do our best. Obviously, we'd love to get to 4 and 1. Can't keep that. Can keep that. Gonna bottom the frenzy. More worried about the oven getting thought seized, so gonna lead on that as opposed to leading on Kitty Cat. Tap land is fine. Let's get this priest on the go. Nothing. Interesting. Just have to be a growth spiral a lot of the time, I'd have thought. Yep. Unlikely that I'm ever actually activating priest here, so I'm going to attack with it. Really don't want to see like a languish here. Languish would suck ass. Extinction event would be okay, actually. Okay. Do I hedge? I think doing this is fine. And then I'll let this resolve. Let my opponent make a choice. They almost certainly pick odd. They pick even. Okay. Well, in which case, I'm glad that I drew another priest. Has to be a Nisso, right? How is this ever not Nisso who shakes the world? Okay. I feel like they have one, but now don't want to cast it into this priest, which is fair. Crassus for 2. Yeah, sure. The cat is not attacking, so I should leave it in the graveyard in case I draw a Mayhem Devil. I do not. However, that is an acceptable draw step. Again, unfortunately, siding out Gigantha here has actually been a bit of a cost, like a semi-real cost. But not world-ending, obviously. Growth Spiral is fine. Opponent heart sacks the priest. I'm going to turn it into a food. Alright, Kitty Cat come back. Kitty Cat come back because it is attacking. This time, another Kitty Cat. That might kill my opponent. 2. Yeah, looking like no responses here. Game 3, I hope. Game 3 it is. Alright. Okay. Let's go. Hand is interesting. Sheepishly keeping. Didn't really want to see a land there, obviously. Another oven. Okay. Gonna need some slightly more impactful draw steps to actually start doing anything, but engine pieces are coming. Opponent's draw is slow. Makes me think there's a sweeper on the way. Kind of leaning towards attacking tap land plus oven. Not exposing this devil to what looks like a Heartless Act or like an oncoming extinction event or a languish or something. Yeah. Opponent hits their lands, no problem. Well, hits a land, no problem, I should say. Okay. This is all spells, unfortunately. Opponent not cracking their Fable Passage, realising their mistake. It's an Ether Gust. Oh, God. A few too many lands here. I do want to draw this again. Three cards in the grave currently. No card advantage is a serious concern here. Opponent's hand is like all spells, and we are not pressuring very well. Crisis for 3. Gotta let that one go, I think. Drawing all 4 blood crypts here has kind of sucked as well. Nissa. Yeah, on the stack. Pop this off. Opponent now has perfect information. The problem is they have an Uro on its way and like 5 cards in hand, so we are definitely in some trouble as things stand. Woe Strider is an interesting one. Pretty sure I gassed through this. Slow down. Clear out both these creatures. Third oven. Well, if we can find a cat, we'll be in good shape. We do kind of need to find that cat. Interesting to see my opponent not casting Euro here. Little surprised. Another Ether Gust. Eliminate. Okay. That's fine. Well, if I had to draw a land, at least it was that one. That one brings back a Woe Strider. I think I hold the Priest here. Oh, jeez. I mean, my opponent's got to have something in hand, right? I can't be too beat up about that one. Really wish I had a second Castle locked away in this list. We have one, but it's not been drawn very often so far today. Just found ourselves running out of gas a little too much. Cauldron Familiar is still our best draw. Well, Experimental Frenzy is our best draw, but you know what I mean. That's unfortunately none of those. Opponent goes with Nissa. Thoughtseize, not a lot of help here, unfortunately. Oh, got to take Maelstrom Pulse. Don't see us getting out of this one now. Can't really see a way. Doesn't much help. It would really need to be like Experimental Frenzy into an insane set of spells to even have a shot here. Like Frenzy into Claim into Claim. 2 blockers. Opponent just cries, right? And then we take... I mean, we're not dead. Wow, they just Ugin bolt this. Block, take... No, I guess... Okay, I guess we're not dead. No, block take 12, right? Okay, we'll make them do it, but we are dead. We'll make them do it. Mm-hmm. Apparently our opponent is not killing us for some reason that I'm not entirely sure of. Definitely doesn't start with a mountain. Alright, one more look for any kind of hope. Phyrexian Tower will not do it. Okay, 3 and 2. 3 and 2 is not exactly where you want to end up, because that's going to make this real hard. It means winning 4 on the bounce, which is obviously doable, but difficult. Let's go. Vazdru. Next on our list of names to murder. No companion. I think this is fine. Fine to good. They're going first though. Mono Black Gift. Okay, I've not played this matchup very much. I actually have very little experience with it. I think I'm going to lead on Thoughtseize and get some information. Alright, so if I don't take Lazatet Reaver, they just start drawing cards. I think that's how that works. So they tower, sack the Crypt Breaker to cast Strider. Because that's all they can do, so yeah, I gotta take this. Opponent draws a Priest. It's not bad. Not bad. I drew an Oven, however. Would love to draw an untapped land here, red or otherwise. Opponent did draw the untapped land. Gets to cast Woe Strider if they like. Feels like Claim the Firstborn is probably very, very good in this matchup, so happy to have one. Put in the tank, which is fair. This turn's not easy for them. Does cast the Woe Strider. Sure. I think I am taking this trade. Not sure my opponent expected that one to happen, which is kind of funny. Opponent wants to cash in their Strider for my Strider, they can, they choose not to. Half expecting Chupacabra here. Gate is good. Gate is very good. Didn't really want to see that one just yet. Opponent taking an awful lot of time to make their decisions, which is fine enough, but still. Chucks the artisan away. So 4 creatures in the bin currently. What does this take? 6? Yeah. Has another artisan. Right. So if I Midnight Reaper, steal the Priest, activate Priest, make him lose the Artisan, he can activate Gate. Such a good turn as well, but I can't then beat the Gate. Alternatively, I take the Artisan, I attack for 8, I sack it. It's not 8 because I don't have that many creatures in my graveyard. It's only 2. Ugh. I think I still prefer that line. It really sucks leaving them with a priest, but I don't think I can let them have Gift of the Afterlife next turn. Keep that where it is. Well, not without making them sack the priest themselves, is what I should say. Because that is something they can do, courtesy of Phyrexian Tower. Actually, go with Lazotep Reaver instead. Okay. I don't think I have any main deck ways of taking this off the table. I have some in the sideboard, have plenty in the sideboard, but I don't think I have main deck ones, which is concerning. I think the Crypt Breaker was a little loose, yeah, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I have not played this matchup at all, I think, so didn't really want to see this one, as I'm kind of having to learn it as we go. Yeah. Game 1 seems hard here. I got a lot of stuff to bring this off the table in game 2 and 3, but not game 1. Chupacabra, yeah. It's a lot of damage. Just like 2 Fiend Artisans in here, another Priest. Jeez. Well, that Thoughtseize isn't getting cast. Land lets me Strider. Oh, I played a land? Oh, I played the land. Shit. This one is tough. Godfarer's Gift is a heck of a card, but it's on the battlefield. One heck of a card. He's indeed a big Fiend Artisan. Trying to think what top decks really pull us back into this, and honestly, I'm not sure there is any. Like, opponent isn't gaining life, but we would probably have to find like Blood Ice in a reasonable time frame to not just be horribly dead here. Whoa, slow down. There's a chance that claiming my opponent's Fiend Artisan ends up mattering, so I should leave as many creatures in the bin as I can. think I'm dead. Like, reasonably sure I'm dead. I have to double block 2 feet. No. I should be on 1. As things currently stand. Should be on 1. 2 even. I lied. Come on. Can't even block in a way that I get to keep the Strider alive, which is the sick part. No, I got it right the first time. 1. Math was correct. That is not going to save me, right? Two extra bodies? No. Okay. So game 1 is definitely the hard game in this matchup. We got a lot of tools post sideboard. So let's get ley lines in, braids in, shield breaker, crater maker, bedevils in the deck. I kind of like Legion's End as well, to be honest. Kind of like Legion's End as well. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Thoughtsy's out. Dreadhorde Butcher's out. Frenzy's out. And like Priest Blood Artist. I guess I'd rather have the Priest than the extra claim, given how much removal's coming in. Okay. Kind of gotta hope that the cut and fly learning of this matchup gets us somewhere. Hopefully you're all doing okay out there, folks. Keep your fingers crossed for us. You know, all that wonderful stuff. Opponents today are definitely taking their time sideboarding, contemplating their decisions. I like to see it. It's good. Obviously, just makes it a bit harder to fill dead air time. Right. Yeah, gonna keep this one. Certainly not the best hand you've ever seen, but keepable. Can't just mulligan to Leyline, unfortunately. As much as I might want to. Opponent does take a mulligan. Come on, my dude. Decisions can't be that hard. Maybe it is. Maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. Maybe it's a real close hand. Maybe he's also streaming. No. Who knows? Does keep his 6. Got a sweat in there for a second. Another land, not exactly what I was looking for, to be brutally honest, but could be worse. If it's Blood Art, I see it's a removal spell, I'll be chuffed with that. That'll be great. This dude certainly is deliberate, that's for sure. Lazatep Reaver, sure. Woe Strider is nice. Gonna lead on the Devil here. It plays a little worse than to removal this turn, but if my opponent has removal, the Devil is worse without the Strider anyway, so I think it's fine. Chupacabra. Kill this on the way out, I guess. No way that my opponent doesn't target the Mayhem Devil, so... Yep. Oh, Bud Iced. Yep. Okie dokie. Little bit late on the ley line, but might be okay. Let's get this down. Get this ley line in play. I'm not very good at drawing them in my opening hand though, that's for sure. That much is definitely true. Thoughtseize is a good one here. Gives opponent good information about what's up. I imagine they take Woe Strider most of the time. Gift is a lot worse with the ley line in play, so Upgrade matters less. But I can see them taking either depending on their hand. Definitely could be either. I'd rather keep the Strider, obviously. Indeed, does take my Woe Strider. This dude really should pick up the pace. It's getting a little tedious at this point. Shield Breaker is kind of whatever. Not great. Does block, does attack. I think that's where he is right now. Somehow feels like it's turned into a control mirror, doesn't it? Real slow and painstaking. In a way, it kind of has. Grafdigger's Cage. Yes. That is fine. You're aware of the upgrade. Surprised to see that. No, I'm not. That makes sense. Cage makes sense. We brought in all the artifact hate anyway, because obviously Godfarer's Gift, but incidentally good against Grafdigger's Cage. Come on, dude. I've just worked an 8-hour shift to come and stream this thing afterwards, and this guy makes me want to go to bed. Like, stop roping every turn. Please, God. It's painful. I hate ley lines so much. Just feels like my opponent has Massacre Worm in their hand, like always here. I don't think I can take down this Abrade. Been kind of really subpar draws by both players. The Woe Strider getting taken by the Thoughtseeds was actually a really big deal because boards are fairly empty. Leyline as well. Oh, dude, what? How do you have Cage and Leyline? Oh, dude, what? Now what? Like, I need 2 cards in the bin. Okay. Trusting my instinct here. Pop Cage. Sack Blood Artist in response to this. Yes. And then this way, if I draw a land, I can get Woe Strider back. Fuck. Alright. Well, I still think that's the correct play. But I need to draw a land. The old 2/2 Arson and a gate, yeah, sure. Ah, bruh. How many creatures are in my graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5/5. Okay. This way, if I draw a land for Strider, Strider is lethal. Draw has been so anemic. Just so many ley lines. Well, this is what I played to, so I have to do it. Yeah, opponent's got 12 minutes left. We had 19. Is this just Massacre Worm? Chupacabra. I do not need leyline number 3. Blood Ice doesn't do anything because there is a leyline in play on my opponent's side of the battlefield. Rather you didn't. Oh, this game, man. Too many damn ley lines. Take another 4. Yeah, that's fine. Good God, man. Come on. Give me something. Lay on the void is going to stop this from doing anything relevant. Got any crack too if I draw a devil anyway? What an anemic draw. Just truly miserable. Opponent discards a thought, sees to rankle, sure. Priest is almost certainly too late. In fairness, my opponent hasn't drawn a lot better than me. A little bit, but not a lot. I'll give credit where credit's due. You know, they've definitely 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. Definitely had a rough run of it too. Oh man. Nothing. 6, 7, yep. What a depressing game of Magic. Well, that's a pretty sour note to go out on, isn't it? Blah. Sorry, guys. Wish I could have done better for you, but it was not on the cards today. Ran very cold there against Mono Black Gift, and obviously there's very little you can do in those spots, so I guess we'll just have to live with it. Fair enough, folks. Well, that is going to be us for today. I appreciate you stopping by if you did. It means a lot. Sorry that the stream couldn't have been a bit of a better result. You know, it's always kind of hopeful that you can do a bit better than literally average. So yeah, we'll live and make do. But yeah, no, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much, everyone that has done. It means the world. If you haven't already, do consider chucking us a follow. Of course, if you want to support the channel in any other way, donations, subscriptions, all that wonderful jazz, all very much available, all very much appreciated. Would love you to see you around more often. We're here 5 days a week, every day except for Monday and Friday at 9 PM BST, streaming a variety of historic, standard once rotation happens, Rune Terror, and also some Jackbox games every month. Additionally, we are in the early access event for M21, which is on Wednesday, Thursday of next week. So if you do have any brews that you want to send our way, by all means, pop them in the Discord. You can join that by using the command in chat from about 5 minutes ago, because of the way the delay works, one way or the other. And hopefully I'll see some of you there for that early access stream. Otherwise, guys, thanks for sticking around, and I guess we'll have to get them next time. Take care and have the good rest of your day and or evening and or morning, wherever you might be. That's bye-bye from me for now.